Hey everyone, welcome back to Satisfactory, where we're playing through with the 1.1 version. And let me get it off the menu. All right, so I've watched a couple of tips, tricks, videos just to give me a little bit of a start. And there's a few things that came out of that I've realised. One is I worked out how to turn the party mode off. I have to, in the settings, had to turn off the seasonal content or something. I don't know why this keeps coming up. Yes, I know. I've already done this, so I don't understand. Like, I'm already in gold, but it highlights that. It's like, okay, whatever. I don't really know why this keeps highlighting. Anyway, yeah, so I had to turn the seasonal settings off. What I've also done, just because look, I don't want to be having to fight animals all the time, so I've actually set them hostility to retaliate. So if I fight them, I guess they'll fight back. So other than that, that's it. One thing I did realise that I did not realise that was stupid is that these two burners can be joined together. So I was running them as separate circuits, but they actually don't need to be. So, yeah, that was a bit of a dumb thing on my regard from that perspective, but we'll work that out as we go. All right, so what we can do, I guess, is that's four. Oh no, that's three. So, I mean, I guess just for now, put another pole here. Oh, how do I want to... Oh, it doesn't really matter. Look, it's not pretty, what I've got here, but we'll, this is not the final base anyway. And I guess I'll run that over to there. So I think they're all joined up now. Now the other thing we can do, which I found out, is that I think if you go in here, it's meant to tell you your maximum consumption and your maximum capacity, but maybe you don't get it because the fuse is blown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this one off. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but I'll try. Does that reset both? It does. So we have a maximum consumption of 48. And there it goes. And we've only got we only have 40 capacity. So what do we want to shut down? We got to shut something down. We can't have all these running. So I did shut that down. You know what? Let's shut this one down as well. Let's see if that's enough. I just want to... Max consumption, 48. Still, why? Even though I got it shut down? Well, it's doing 39.2. Maybe it still counts it because they're still connected. Maybe if I actually... Why does the shift key not always work? Like there. Oh, because I've got it on toggle now. I don't need to hold it. My bad. So if I take like that wire away and that wire away, does that now show me? Yeah, okay. Now it shows me 39. So we're in the capability of what we need. I'm just going to put greenery in there. Okay, so what are we actually doing? Yeah. At some point we need to get... Okay, based on what I've seen of everybody else, we're going to rebuild. Like, this is not our proper build. We'll build something else. I just don't know where we'd build it. I mean, we could build it down here. Maybe. I'm assuming we don't have... Yeah, because what we want is the foundations before we build that. So that's probably the next level. Alright, so what we need... I mean, I can take those. What's in there? Plates. That's not enough plates. Concrete. It's enough concrete for now. Rods. It's enough rods. We just need more plates. They are coming. Now, what I'm not sure of, because what I also heard was there's different levels. Yeah, we ran out of fuel. Yeah, there's different levels of quality for the items. I don't think we can grab that, can we? Yeah, the raw minerals deposits. There's different qualities. I don't know when you can work that out and see it. Already picked that one. There's another one down there. So many leaves. We'll end up with a better system eventually, I would assume. Where? We got to get to 100, which is taking a while. Because I don't think there's much else we can do until then. Crafting, we've got all that. You know, we're doing that. Belts. Oh, that's the other thing. Okay, so if we look at the belts, I was talking about, oh, I thought it said you could do height. You can. So when you click, you just hold the left mouse button and then you move your mouse and changes height. I didn't know that. I did work it out, though, and then I also saw somebody explaining it. There seems to be some things that they don't quite tell you in the game, like even when you... okay, I didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. We need it anyway. Oh, come on. Too short? Are you kidding me? There we go. Now we got 100. Yeah, like even when you're trying to do something... You know, like this. There's certain settings that don't sort of get shown there. Which is a little bit annoying, but, you know. It is what it is. Alright, so...
Grade 6. Landing platform hydraulics completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding and achieved the absolute minimum skill level required of a Fix-It pioneer. Fix-It looks forward to your future achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate project assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
Thank you, Fix-It. So let's have a look. So we've done all of tier 0. Now we've got tier 1. Oh, this is the one that gives foundation. So what did that give us? Space elevator. They all cost the same thing, or is that my imagination? Oh, that's the cost to unlock that. Sorry, not that. Biomass. So we can make biomass. Biomass burner and 3 inventory spots. What we want to get to is this, because I want to start building a base. We also want to make biomass. Now, is that a constructor thing? Let me just have a... It's not going to tell us... Oh, is it? Hang on. Yeah, it is. Okay, so we can put leaves or wood in there. And I think that's a lot more efficient. Both of them. Okay, the problem is... I haven't got enough plates. How much wood is in here? Oh, only 4. And we've got no leaves. So we have to go and get more. Why am I looking in there? I'm supposed to be looking in the storage. Sorry, I know what I'm doing. You want 200 concrete? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, we haven't got enough of anything. I mean, how much how much do you need to get before you know it? Oh yeah, that's enough. It's almost like I've just got to run around hunting for it forever. So theory is this creature should not attack me unless I attack it. Should just leave me alone. Whereas when we first started, it would attack. Which is fine. It was interesting to experience that, but I don't really personally want that. Just gonna stare at me? This is the only problem I have with games like this, and what we do. It's sort of like, okay, I probably should think about cutting a lot of this out because it's sort of like, you know, there's a lot of this boring side where you got to wait for something to happen until I can build the production up. You know, we got to collect all this until we have a better power system. I want to see what that is too. Since we're up here. A blue power slug.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
Oh well, don't worry. Is that also a power one there? It is. I don't know if I can jump that high. Now with the base, I've seen, well, depends who you watch and who you want to listen to. You know, obviously, I don't want to follow people too closely. So when I've watched any guide stuff, it's just a little bit to give me a bit of a head start, bit of a tip, you know, what's the common things that people do, that sort of stuff. But then I'm also wanting to see what I do. Because, you know, I could obviously just pull up pictures and guides and whatever and just copy somebody and just go, right, this is the perfect design. Now, we might do that with some of the things, like the basics and that, but not necessarily pull pictures up and that, but, you know, sort of go with what people suggest is the best layout or design, or not necessarily the layout, but quantities of things and that to get the most out of the productions. We might sort of do that to a little extent, but otherwise, unless I get really stuck or confused, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to see what I do. Because I generally don't do things exactly the same as everybody else. My layouts for things, like if you've ever watched any of my Dyson Sphere content, my layouts are not very efficient. I just do, generally I work on the bare minimum principle. I don't know why. It's just like, okay, that's the minimum I need to do. Let's leave it at that, you know. And sometimes I scale up But otherwise, you know, I just do what I need to do to tick off the achievements, get through the story, discover something new. Because I find whenever I try to actually be more efficient and copy other people, not copy other people, but get advice from other people and all that sort of stuff, it doesn't generally work for me. I don't know why. I just don't function the same way as everyone else. Okay, we're all the way at the copper. We've done a bit of a circle. Yeah, I don't really want to spend the whole video collecting twigs either. But, you know, unfortunately, we do have to collect some. Oh, hello, birdie. I was going to pay you. What is that thing? It doesn't even have a head. What does it? Hang on, maybe it does have a head. Is it a tiny head? Oh, it does too. It's like an eagle head. With a really, like a whale's body. It's weird. Cross between a whale and a bird. Alright, let's get... How much can I put in? I can put that much in. Okay. Actually, no. What we should do... Okay. This is what we should do. The problem is I can't power... Yeah, that's the only problem is I can't power it. Just trying to think what to do. Because what I'd like to do is... I mean, not really like to. I think what we need to do... And I'm just tempted to put that... I have reinforced plates. You're a bit close to my base, mate. You want to move away or anything? What? Oh, screws. Okay. How many do we need? I didn't really look, did I? I need 2. That's all I need is 2. Oops. Okay. I think that's enough. I mean, this is not going to stay here. Keep pressing the wrong button. What we could do is we could do the wood. I just want to get a supply of it. I'm not sure the best way to do this, so let me... get rid of... That's what I meant to do, not the other one. Where did I delete that from? I think it was there. To there. So if I just take that to there temporarily, and then I'll just feed in a little bit of that. it's not on? Oh, have I not put any wood in? That was kind of stupid, wasn't it? Yeah, I know. Calm down. I just want to put that in. Alright. How long does it take? Can't put it all in. Okay, I'm going to convert this and I will come back. Alright, we are back. And yeah, I've converted all of that green stuff into biomass. And I filled this up. Filled this one up. And I've actually built a biomass burner and filled that up. Now I have all of this stuff on. And I could have shown you there, but we have a total capacity of 70 megawatts. And maximum consumption is 48. So we're good from that perspective. Now all we need to do is, unfortunately, wait. Which, you know everybody gets excited about waiting. I get excited about waiting. I don't actually hate it, but I figured you'd assume that was sarcasm, but you never know. Some people don't pick up on sarcasm. So we need another 20 concrete. We've got enough rods. Plates. How are we going for plates? Yeah, we're definitely good for plates. All right, but we want to keep these coming through because if we're gonna build, I don't know what we're gonna call it, a base, factory, whatever it's going to be called. We're going to probably need a lot of this stuff. I'm concerned that we're going to need a lot of reinforced, which I don't have a production for yet. Okay, so we need a little bit more concrete. I'm just going to keep feeding these with what I have in stock. It's definitely not using anywhere near as much materials, which is really good. So I'm glad I did that conversion. It was actually faster. I was stupid. I didn't realize I could do it from here, but it was actually way faster to do it manually. I mean, I still had the constructor going. You'll see I have dismantled it now. But it was quicker to do it manually. Obviously, the only problem with doing it manually is that you are required to stand there. So we should have everything we need now to do that. Okay, so this is a different system where we're firing a pod off.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization. Foundations provide a building grid, which makes it easier to manage placement of any structure. In the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
Okay. Let's just double check what that did unlock. So we got a lookout tower and all these foundations, ramps, walls, everything else. So we obviously want to work towards this stuff. Splitters, a map, that would be handy. But you can pick and choose. So, you know, we don't have to do just tier 1. We could be doing this stuff, getting a chainsaw, solid biofuel, that would be good. 500 screws though. Yeah, see, there's a lot of stuff. And I'm assuming once you get up to this stuff, we're talking big deals then. What is that? Build gun. Upgrade customizer. Okay. Awesome shop. Awesome sink. Mark II belts. Okay. Alright. Pod's coming back. So what I want to know... Okay, so they're not reinforced, so it's just concrete. Freighter re-entry. Milestone exchange concluded. Yeah, okay, so none of that is reinforced, which is good. Makes it a lot cheaper. So what we can do... yeah, we don't have much. Our production's a little bit slow at the moment, but that's because, you know, it's a bit of a hack job. We'll take what we can. Now, yeah, this is where I'm not sure, because I don't want to break that down, but we could... Here's what I'm not 100% sure of, because I've seen, as I said, there were some guides that I saw, and what they were doing was to give you... so you want to lock it with control. It kept going on about the world grid. But then they were also talking about... I mean, I don't really know. Not building down low, like build higher, and then you'll have most things above, like a lot of the obstacles. I mean, obviously not some of the obstacles, but like if I wanted to build here, oh, I didn't, hang on, sorry, I did not control click that. Now, the other thing we can do, which... do we want to do that? You can bind to the keys down the bottom. Supposedly you just hover over it and then punch in the number you want. So let me say I do that. And then... how do I go above it? Ooh, this building style thing is going to be a little awkward. So that rotates. It's not really... oh, there we go. Ah, so I don't need a queue on that one. So this is one example that I saw, was that they built to that height everything. So that way you could run things along here, but then it still goes higher up there. So I mean, really, does it matter? I don't know if it does. It's probably just more of a waste of resources than anything. But then you don't have these blockages, like you can just build across. It just seems... well, then again, is it very expensive? Because really you only need to... What? So what's the resource cost? 5 and 2, 5 and 2, 5 and 2. So there's no difference in cost. So you could do everything at 4. Okay, but you can only do matching. Ah, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. All right, so let's make a decision. Is that a good level? So if I go 2... Okay, let me just look at the controls. There was also mode. So I'm talking about zoop mode, which supposedly is this. Like you can run... I mean, if I want to get up here, this probably is a good level. Now, whether we fill the bottom or not, I mean, I guess that's subjective to your opinion. If you feel I need to or not. Okay, so what I'm going to do... let's get a ramp. Yeah, and I mean, technically, I don't need to put the stuff underneath. I mean, we can, but I mean, I don't need to. Hide, hunt, escape. I wish... The problem is, I'm worried I'm going to struggle with this concept of building in this position as opposed to top down, like looking down map. It's like my brain wants to do that now. I'm guessing I don't have to hold snap when I'm doing this because it's already snapping to that. Now, how can I... okay. Well, I can't do any more because I'm missing materials. Can I pull out these bloody leaves and shit? No. Maybe that's where the chainsaw comes in. I could clear that stuff. It's probably what I would like to do. So what was that under? It's a tier 2 thing. Lots of screws, lots of cables, lots of concrete. We also really need splitters. Holy crap, we got a lot of wire. Okay, I mean, when you leave these alone, they do make a lot, but I mean, I say a lot. I'm sure these are trivial amounts compared to what we're going to need later in the game. Okay, there's another one.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory. Fixit encourages you to consider investing in verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Of course, I don't have any. I just gave it all away. Well, this is going to be our concept. I really want to clean this up. We're going to have to dismantle this part. Just to clean up those trees. Hope this guy's not going to stand there all day. Just going to have to move on. Not sure how the power's going. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I don't know when we're going to have to go and collect more. There was nothing new in here, was there? No, not yet. I think this is where the chainsaw goes when you unlock that. Now that's not back, is it? No. Definitely not efficient running wise. Now, I don't really know where I want this, but what I want is, I want to sort of have things separate. So what I'd like to do is have a power section, and then have I guess an iron sort of production, then a copper production, and a concrete production. And they can all be sort of like, I don't know if they need to be shared, but they can be separated out in sort of little sections. Maybe it's just by, I don't know, walls or something. I don't know whether to create absolute gaps. Can I? I don't really know how far to go here. I mean, we could go all the way. Well, I pretty much did, didn't I? Okay, so you can only do a string so long. Well, I've also run out of materials, but you know. I'm wondering if we build something up top and something underneath. I mean, would that be good? Like, if I kept that empty, then we could, in theory, build something underneath. Because I'm assuming these don't need to stay. Like, right, this is the world of trickery. Where these things just float. They don't have to be realistic. They're not going to collapse. And I'm assuming I need to chop that down if I want to put a ramp there. Okay, so that's back. But even if I do that, I probably should have left those blocks there first, because I think I would still want a base. Now, is that a big enough gap to do that? Like, will the buildings fit under there? It's a good bloody question, isn't it? We could do a 1 meter. Okay, but first off, if I... Just to make sure that we get this right. How do I... Go from the side. See, now, if I go control, this is indicating that it's not... Have I screwed this up? I don't know. It's kind of weird because if I do that, it doesn't line up. But then it seems to if I put it on the ground. Yeah, getting it to actually go there. I shouldn't have deleted that other one. I can't get... I can't get it to attach. Okay, no, I want you to go underneath. Why don't you go underneath? Go underneath, man. Come on. No, it won't do it. Can't get it to do it. Now, if I want to do a 1 meter... Is that actually lined up? I mean, it seems to be. I mean, I guess to test it, if I change the mode to vertical... I mean, it's definitely lined up. That's the thing, you still end up with these on the bottom. So I'm kind of tempted to not do that, because I sort of want... Yeah, this is the problem. When I get started with this stuff, I'm going to spend ages on it, and it's going to drive people insane. Okay, so if I wanted to line up to that, like it's still not on the bottom. I don't know if I'm convinced that that is actually high enough. Definitely not for a smelter. No, it's not high enough. You couldn't do that. I would have to go higher. Look, we could do it. I just don't know how high. Like power pole wise. I'm not worried about the miner. So the smelter's probably the biggest thing. Alright, anyway, we're going to call it there for this video because I'm probably bored you enough for this one. We'll come back in the next one and... Yeah, we'll come back. I might have thought a little bit more about this. I don't know. Everybody, well, examples I've seen, they build it all on the one level. I like this 2-level thing. I'm really intrigued by that. I'm just sort of thinking, you know, if we could put the power down the bottom and put the production up the top, sort of like the idea, but like I said, that would mean raising that up a lot higher, especially if we're going to go that height. We could go lower, but it is going to be a problem up here. Like, you're going to get cut. Like, I mean, you'd only get that far. I'm a bit concerned about that. I would like to get the whole span if I can, in case I need it. And this height allows that to happen. And that could get risen up. Yeah, anyway, we'll work that out. Probably in the next video, I'll work that out. Hopefully this thing is still producing. Still got power. Can't guarantee it's going to last too much longer, but anyway. And we could look at what else. Like if we want to unlock the whole tier 1, that's 300 screws. It does give us a map though. I mean, because I do wonder whether we should just do tiers at a time. yeah, anyway, put your thoughts, opinions in the comments. I am going to record another video straight away, so I won't see comments until after the next one, but put them through anyway, because that will definitely help at some point while I'm playing. And obviously, this is all new to me. Well, this game is new to me. The concepts are similar. I mean, it's just interesting. This, Dyson Sphere, all those sort of games, they all have the same ingredients, basically, the same outputs, just all done in a different way. But anyway, let me know your thoughts, opinions, everything else in the comments. Like, subscribe, and let me know if you want to keep seeing this or not on the channel. You know, it doesn't have to stay on here long term, but obviously I'm keen to keep playing for a little bit at least, or a fair bit, we'll see. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.